What's happening in the field kitchen, ma'am?
No, I'm just noticing here. These millies were marked down to 10 Rand for 4. It's like 2 Rand 50 each.
Just that's a bargain, eh?
That goes back to the 60s. Yep, we've arrived at the Horseshoe Game Reserve, private game reserve, and it's really, really nice here. We're up on the top of a hill.
A ridge.
A ridge. And on the way up here, there was a giraffe standing in the middle of the road, and then a little bit further on there were 2 peeping out of the bush. And now we're here. My slave hasn't set the tent up yet. But he did make a gin and tonic.
I got my priorities right.
We're going to have a millie and a potato with some onion inside and a choppy.
During this leg, our movements are governed by bad weather systems. Regrettably, we leave the Horseshoe Game Farm. There was a lot more to explore here. The rain had finally caught up with us. In one sense, it forced us to keep moving, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. However, with a big storm approaching that we couldn't avoid, we headed inland to Stutterheim for the shelter at the enchanting Shire Eco Lodge.
Sue. Are you happy you're not camping right now? Let's have fun.
After being cooped up in our hut for 2 rainy days, we decide it's time to stretch our legs and embark on a walk through the forest. We were the only ones to brave the rain, but it felt like the perfect way to begin 2024. The rivers were gushing with water after the heavy rains. The forest is alive with calls of Samango monkeys, their chattering echoing through the canopy. Spiders set their delicate traps, glistening with droplets, birds singing intricate tunes, undeterred by the rain, and the periodic buzz of cicadas fills the air.
That's your studio.
The experience is a profound reminder of nature at its best, nurturing and full of life.
slippery when wet. This old sticky stick.
Oh shit! Are you alright?
It's slippery. Can we get on here? That's why we have hands. We're on the move again. We had three.
We were going to have 2 and then we had 3.
We had to hunker down for 3 days in the most beautiful place. Oh, shame life is tough, eh?
In a like Tolkien-esque sort of area.
Yeah, it's a beautiful area in Stutterheim. It surprised us very much. They've got a lot of beautiful, pristine, untouched Afro-montane forest. And we stayed in a beautiful place called the Shire, the Eco Lodge. And they're a bunch of wood chips that do amazing things.
Incredibly innovative people.
It's a family of wood lovers, and they've got a sawmill on the property, and they built these beautiful units on their farm. They also cultivate bulbs, rare species in South Africa, and yeah, there's lots of interesting things. The Samango monkeys. Samango monkeys are prancing around in the treetops. It's a first for me. I didn't know we had those kind of monkeys in South Africa.
They weren't called Samangos.
Samangos.
They had another name.
Okay, double check. There's fact checker is happening. Yeah. Yeah. So now we're on the move again, and we're heading southwest. Slowly heading back home. And
okay, fact checker is coming back.
Okay, what's the fact checker?
They are indeed Samango monkeys.
Samangos, survived another day in this terrifying environment. Yeah, so now we're heading southeast. I think
700 meters.
We've got to make some time. Excuse the weed eater.
And the potholes.
Oh, and the potholes. Jeez, Eastern Cape. Yeah, so we're trying to make our way to Hoorn Nature Reserve. That's where our hike starts on the whale trail, but that's only in a couple of days time, so we're pickling along our way back. We're not quite sure. We're heading towards Nature's Valley, but let's see how far we get.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
But plans are there to be changed.
Yeah, and also the weather. The weather's such a huge factor this time of the year along this coastline.
In 500 meters, turn right.
Let's just say the rainfall has been generous.
This is not a fair weather trip, that's for sure. There's been lots of mud, and lots of rain, but we've embraced it and we've made the best of it. So there hasn't been as much wild camping as we'd have liked, but let's see if we can get back into it.
Our plan to camp at the Fasselot campsite in Nature's Valley was foiled. Unfortunately, we had to book well in advance for these prized camps in high season, and so we pushed on to Wilderness to try our luck. Despite our misfortune, the detour down the Grootrivier Pass did not disappoint. So we go left to my impression. Is it here? Already?
Where are you?
Chilling, man, on the tropical island.
Oh, couldn't be in a better place, eh?
There was just a luck.
Total luck.
Desperate
a 4
to find.
o'clock in the afternoon luck.
Desperate to find a spot, and it just kind of was serendipitous. You just kind of surrender, and things happen.
Yep.
Do a little bit of homework.
Yeah.
And go with the flow. We weren't so sure. This is like a 4x4 trail, and it wasn't like really a campsite, but not. But now we're here, and it's freaking amazing.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it's
Rough, but beautiful.
rough and untouched, undeveloped,
A gem.
and it's an absolute gem. And I hope it stays this way for a long time.
Me too.
So
you say there's a sign on the other side of you.
yeah, you must have a look.
I'm gonna come have a look. Not all those wonder. All about that magical spot. Hey, like a spot.
Yeah, contemplating. Sorry, maybe sort of a daydreaming days.
Okay, apparently we didn't find the campsite. We had a beautiful night here. So we're relocating. I'll show you where the campsite is. Apparently it's even better. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, what you cooking? Smokey Robertson.
It's a bit of a Mexican potluck tonight.
Mexican potluck, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, we should have like canned corn or fresh millies, and we don't have, and we should have guacamole, but we don't have, so we're just improvising.
Peppers and onions.
Yeah.
Why do we have potluck?
Because we were actually not going to make Mexican. We were going to make another Vietnamese dish. But we went down to the beach and we went to swim and we played beach bats, and now we're going to have Mexican
So we were
instead.
negligent.
No, we were wayward. We were feral.
Feral.
We're becoming more feral as the days go by.
Speak for yourself.
Should I tell everybody what you were doing on the beach?
Here they go. Talk to me about how you achieve your acidity levels right.
When you use a lot of tomatoes, I always like to balance the flavors out. So I put in a little bit of brown sugar and a little bit of white balsamic just to get that nice balance of flavors. It's a very, very much a feel thing. There's not like a teaspoon, it's like a personal preference.
And also the dish you're making.
Yeah, of course. So I think that's fine. And a bit of white balsamic. Literally just like a little splash.
Like a dash.
Splash.
Splash dash.
Splash dash.
Splash dash and
Don't drop it in the sand.
duck face. Yeah, okay, so what's happening? Party face.
Yeah, it's the end of chapter 1. It's been an amazing ride, literally. The spot, if I could give it like that many, it's that special.
It ticks a lot of boxes, eh?
Woo! But it's that free, wild, perfect.
Yeah.
And obviously Jacques is a character of note. So
Yeah, the owner who owns this camp, he's a real character. So, okay, so what boxes does it tick?
the wild, the solitude, the proximity to the sea,
Access
access.
is limited.
It's very limited access, which I really, really like, because you suddenly exclude a whole lot of people that would most probably not really care about the place. And also I think it's the volume of people that would come through here, which is always a problem.
What about the elevation?
The elevation, you're at the top of a dune, you're looking straight down to the sea. The sea is accessible, you can walk down, there's a path that goes down. It's nice, it's not just steep. And then you can be on the beach, you can swim, you can play beach bats, you can
Fish.
go for walks, you can fish. And then-
Swimming is a bit tricky.
I think it was just tricky the day that we went out because the sea was rough.
wild.
But you've got to be careful here, there are a hell of a lot of rips.
Yeah.
But
And sharks, we spotted sharks.
yeah, we spotted sharks and lots of dolphins. Every morning they move from the one side to the other and then turn around and come back, and if you're lucky, you see them catching waves. Just magical, absolutely magical.
So if you've got your rig,
Yeah.
this is the place to come.
There's a shower, there's
It's-
a toilet.
It's tricky with a trailer
Yeah,
because
it's tricky.
there's not a big turnaround spot here. I would say if you were 2 or 3 at the push, the most self-contained vehicles,
I'd say too comfortably.
2 comfortably.
Three's a bit of a
3
push.
is a
Then
bit
you
of a
maybe
push.
go to the Lapa.
Yeah, then they've got the Lapa, which is a lot bigger.
Yeah. But this space, you're so private here. You're completely. So if somebody's doing a 4x4 trip down there and they're making a lot of noise and circles and that kind of thing.
Circles.
You don't
They're
hear
called
them.
donuts.
Circles with a hole in the middle, they don't know.
Roosting on bikes and donuts
Yeah,
in cars.
No. Just being Manvias geniet. This I would say is easily one of my favorite camps.
So talk to me about the trip.
The trip has been, I think one word really comes to mind, and that's diverse. We've stayed at such different places. We've stayed inland, we've stayed at the sea, we've
been in the mountains.
We've been in the
we saw wild
mountains.
animals.
let the weather dictate really
Yeah.
whether we're inland or whether we're at the coast. There's bad weather coming. There's rain predicted for 2 o'clock today. Plus we need to head to the Whip Nature Reserve. We've got a hike starting tomorrow, the Whale Trail.
Yeah.
So we've lived our lives to the full here. We've eaten oysters, linzer torte, the best cheesecake in a long time, fresh fish, lamb chops, salads, everything.
We ate well.
We ate well.
We lived well.
Yeah, we've had
But
a
the
really
weather
good
is
time.
pushing us,
Yeah,
eh?
no, the weather's pushing us and time is actually pushing us.
Okay.
And then I got pushed to my max this morning with my drone lesson.
Yeah.
A nice raised pulse rate there.
That's why you're so smiley this morning. Yeah.
What you doing?
Doing like on the fly shoe shine.
Why?
Hey?
Why?
Because black fellies are totally impractical in the
Okay,
bush.
but you're not answering my question. We're
Right.
not in the bush anymore. Why are you doing this?
So we stopped in Swellies. There we Swellen Grebel. Story happens. And we got ourselves some liquid shoe polish.
But why now
It's called
is the question.
If
Why
you're going somewhere
now?
fancy before, you can have dirty pants, but you can't have dirty shoes.
I need to read
Sis.
Sis, man.
But don't worry, I got the hack for it. Done.
Finished.
Yeah.
And we go now.
Yeah.
Lekker.
And go to the fancy place now. I must just clear out my floor mats. Somewhere in Swellendam. Right, I'm going to unhook my floor mat. Otherwise my shoes just going to get dirty again. I'm carrying a month worth of...
No, you haven't. Because
What?
I emptied it like 3
Is it?
days ago.
Oh, well then I've got 3 days worth of... 3 days of dirt. How's it? Cheers. Cheers, Chinas.
Just slap that thing around.
Yeah.
Come, bend over, big boy.
I'm not in jail yet. That's jail talk, Diane. Jail talk in the showers. Bend over, big boy. I'm still free.
Control.
I'm
Freaking control.
I'm still free, man. I'm not going to the chocky yet.
Our pilgrimage to the Eastern Cape delivered the promise of adventure. It was more than a journey across landscapes. It's a passage through the soul of a nation and a reflection of our own inner landscapes. The people of the Eastern Cape revealed the essence of community and the beauty of simple living. Their smiles and stories remind us that life's true wealth lies in human connection and shared experiences. Sadly, our Eastbound and Wild series has come to an end, but it's paved the way for another adventure, So join us in the upcoming series as we get expedition ready for a lap around Botswana and Namibia and prepare to have your socks knocked off.
Remember, if you like this channel, what do you have to do?
You have to like and
Subscribe.
please. We value your
Support.
subscriptions.
We feel the love, and it's a free way to support us.